Morning, afternoon all. I've had an email this morning I wanted to share. And that email said, Paul, your website, your new landing page website is shite. It doesn't tell me anything about what this training is going to teach me. What am I going to learn on this training? What am I going to learn on this training? So the new training that we have put out there is called Boots on the Ground, and it is aimed at property investors with the time to manage and deliver their own refurbishment or conversion projects on a day-to-day basis. So hence the boots on the ground. It's also aimed at tradesmen that are looking to run bigger projects for their clients, take on the whole house refurb for their clients instead of just the rewire or just the plastering. Why not be that guy that takes on the whole house and brings in their supply chain of their existing people that they already work alongside, so they already know what standards and what those other guys can achieve. They've worked with them. They've already got a relationship. I think it's a great way for tradesmen to sort of boost their business, grow a bigger business, and take on bigger projects. So hence again, boots on the ground. Hi, Julie. All the way from, it's not Dubai, I always get it wrong. What's the other one? Abu Dhabi. Throw me. So what was on about? So what is this new training all about? So the new training is, like I say, it's called Boots on the Ground. Ha, Jason, it's not down to you for once. And it's, so for you to be able to deliver an effective, efficient, compliant refurb project, you need to break that delivery down into 3 phases: pre-start, production, and post-production. So pre-start, I'll just share a couple of things that I had open because I'm doing it as we speak. So before you start any project, it's no use going in with your set of keys on the Monday morning and start ripping it out. If you haven't done these things, if you want to be compliant, these things you have to do. The law. If you are a commercial client, again defined under CDM regs, if you're a commercial client, you have to do these things. You've got to have a scope of works, variation procedure, construction phase plan, F10 if necessary. You need drawings and spec. You need your site folders to be established. These are all things that we do in our construction business before we start work. All these risk assessments and method statements, they're not just a box-ticking exercise. They're things that you have to have. Induction procedure, site rules, meeting schedule, all these things are all going to form part of an effective project. Then we're going to go into the delivery. I don't want this to become a webinar or a massive thing, so I'm just going to share a few things with you. Where's the other thing I wanted to show you? So when we're going into the delivery of the work, we're going to brief each trade. So the demolition guys that go in, the guys that are going to strip the wallpaper, knock any walls out, rip the kitchen out, get all the carpets up and all that good dirty stuff. Have them tradesmen been given the plans and drawings? Is all the waste out of the work area? Has the skip been sited where it should be? Have the services been isolated and made safe? Are there any hazardous substances being identified? So on your asbestos survey, did anything get flagged up? Are the operatives aware of what's been removed? Are the operatives aware of the period allowed? And are the operatives being inducted? That word's there in capitals for my site manager to know that I, as the project manager and business owner, have made all these arrangements with, say, a demolition company. And I've gone to that company and I may have liaised and engaged with another business owner. And me and business owner may have been sat in Starbucks, we may have been sat in his office, my office, and we've gone through what's agreed. I'll have shown him drawings, he'll have shown me prices, and we'll have had that high-level discussion. But discussions that haven't taken place is between my site manager and the other business owner's staff. So that whilst we've agreed stuff up here, high level, just punch my mic, we've agreed this high-level agreement up top. But then on site, that information needs to disseminate down to the guys on site, to the people that are actually doing the work. So that tier of communication needs dropping down to boots on the ground. It's good. It's a bit of a theme. And then we move down to electrician. These are some of the things that you need to make sure that your sparks of doing. And again, it's down to the operative. Again, I could have had a conversation with another business owner, with the electrician's gaffer, and we've sat down and said, and I might have said to him, let's look in here, look at some of the things here. Make sure you allow for BT cable and internet, won't you? Yeah, no worries. But has that been passed down to the guy with the screwdriver in his hand? Because more often than not, when it comes to the high-level agreements, it rarely makes its way down to the guy on site, and then that will cause frustration for the site manager and frustration for the tradesman when they're all having to get dragged back to do shit that was agreed up at a high level, and the guys down on the ground have got no knowledge of it. So moving on to plumber, it's a very similar sort of theme, and we do this through each trade, and that's done so every person on that project knows and understands what they are there to do, and not just being, you know, sort of managed up at a high level, that business owner. That's all I wanted to share on them things. I'll stop sharing my screen. Yeah, so we go pre-start, then we're going to go the delivery, and then we're going to go post-project review. All right, Slav, how are you doing? And then the post-project. So post-project, what we're going to run through when we go through the post-project is sort of things like snagging lists, defects. How are we going to manage them defects through to get them finished? A common complaint that we hear of property investors and tradesmen is that them snags are sent over, but they're not done. You know, how do I get the guys back to do this? And these are all things that we're going to cover on that 1 day's training. It's one full day up with me and the team. We're going to have a morning in the classroom going through all that you've just seen there on the screen. Then we're going to go in the afternoon on to one of our live projects. We're doing this training in, I don't even know, mid-October, I think. Is it October? Can't remember. It's in October at some time. So it's going to depend on which project I take you to for the afternoon, but that's where we'll go on site, and we'll bring all that stuff we've just learned in the classroom, we'll bring it to life on a live project. So you can all walk around there. Mark, how are you doing? And we're going to take that all the way through there. If you want to know more about that training, either drop me a message. Don't go to the website because it's shit apparently. So yeah, at Tinker Towers, that's right, mate. Yeah, new offices, we're moving in tomorrow. Cannot wait, buzzing for it. So yeah, if you want to know any more about that training, drop me a message. We'll get on a call. I'll walk you through anything. It's 200 quid. It's for nothing. 200 quid for a full day. I charge 250 to do a quote. So come and learn how to do it yourselves. Right, speak soon. Ciao for now.